Imagine this: a teenage nerd storms out of Harvard with nothing but a vision to put a computer in every home. 50 years later, that same dropout just dropped a $200 billion bombshell, pledging to give away almost everything by 2045. Had he kept every Microsoft share, he'd be worth $1.2 trillion today. Forget Musk. This is the man who turned software into power and now warns AI will replace 90% of human jobs in the next decade. This isn't just a story about money. It's about revolution, obsession, scandal, and a future that might terrify you. Welcome to Loyal Luxury, where we uncover the truth behind the world's richest lives. Today's subject: the one and only Bill Gates. He built Microsoft, shaped our digital world, lives in a $130 million smart mansion, and owns a $645 million yacht he's never used. But while other billionaires hoard, Gates plans to give it all away. Why? Because he believes time is running out to save humanity. Buckle up, we're about to unravel the life of a man who redefined technology, wealth, and maybe the end of work itself. The genius origin story: when brilliance meets rebellion. Bill Gates wasn't just smart, he was obsessed. By age 8, while most kids were chasing baseballs or cartoons, Bill was buried in encyclopedias, memorizing facts and filling his mind like a sponge. At 13, his life changed forever. Lakeside Prep School introduced a teletype terminal connected to a mainframe. The moment Gates touched a keyboard, something clicked. He wasn't just interested, he was addicted. He would skip gym class, sneak into computer labs, and spend entire nights writing lines of code. But with brilliance came rebellion. When the school asked him to build a scheduling program, Gates snuck in a few tweaks, ensuring he sat in classes next to the prettiest girls. Classic Gates: mischievous, sharp, and strategic. Then came Paul Allen, a shy senior with a mind for machines. Together, they built Trafo-Data, analyzing traffic patterns and earning $20,000 as teenagers. That's when they realized data wasn't just numbers, it was power. In 1973, Gates crushed the SATs, scoring 1590 out of 1600, and entered Harvard. But campus life didn't hold him. His body was in Cambridge, but his brain was elsewhere, trapped in circuits, code, and the promise of something bigger. Then in 1975, he saw the Altair 8800 on a magazine cover, a primitive PC. But to Gates, it was a glimpse of the future. He dropped out of Harvard and called Allen. "Let's build a software company." Microsoft was born in a dorm room and a dream. His parents were horrified. The world would never be the same. Gates didn't just start a business, he sparked a digital revolution, building the Microsoft empire, the $1.2 trillion gamble. Picture this: a scrappy, 25-year-old Gates working in a dimly lit Albuquerque garage. IBM needed software for their new PC, and Gates didn't have it, but he knew who did. He bought an operating system called QDOS for $50,000, rebranded it MS-DOS, and licensed it to IBM. The catch? He kept the rights. Every PC sold meant royalties. Microsoft didn't sell software, they licensed it. That single move turned a garage startup into a tech empire. By 1985, Windows was launched. It wasn't just software, it was the interface of the future. By 1990, Gates had cornered 90% of the PC market. Microsoft became a juggernaut, and Gates, a tech titan. At 31, he became the world's youngest billionaire. By 39, the richest man alive. In 1999, during the dot-com boom, his net worth hit $100 billion. Had he never sold or donated his Microsoft stock, he'd be worth $1.2 trillion today. But Microsoft wasn't built on charisma, it was built on intensity. Gates memorized employee license plates to track latecomers. He sent emails at 2 a.m. and demanded 48-hour turnarounds. He challenged everything. Meetings were intellectual gladiator pits. If you didn't impress him in 30 seconds, you were dismissed. Microsoft was a machine, ruthless, relentless, efficient, and at the heart of it, a pale, skinny kid in big glasses, outthinking and outmaneuvering the world. Mind-blowing net worth and secret wealth empire. As of 2025, Bill Gates is worth a jaw-dropping $117 billion. But what's even more shocking is that he's giving it all away. By 2045, he plans to donate nearly everything, totaling over $200 billion. While most billionaires hoard, Gates distributes. His Microsoft stock, worth $28.6 billion. His private investment firm, Cascade Investments, worth $80 billion, with stakes in Four Seasons Hotels, Canadian National Railway, Deere & Company, and even Berkshire Hathaway. He's also the largest private farmland owner in America, 275,000 acres. That's bigger than the state of Rhode Island. Some say it's to control food systems. Gates says it's to innovate sustainable farming. Either way, it's power. Then there's the real estate. $200 million in properties, including oceanfront mansions, ski retreats, and eco-ranches. Yet, Gates lives relatively simply. He's been spotted waiting in line at burger joints. But don't be fooled, he makes $41.80 every second. That's over $3,600 per hour, even while he sleeps. But it's not about the money, it's what he does with it. Gates is turning billions into blueprints for a better world. This isn't just a fortune, it's a private economy of impact. The luxury lifestyle that costs $3 million per hour. What happens when intellect meets endless wealth? Welcome to Xanadu 2.0, Bill Gates' $130 million mansion overlooking Lake Washington. It's not just a home, it's a tech marvel. 66,000 square feet of algorithm-driven comfort. Guests wear electronic pins that adjust lighting, temperature, and even the art on the walls. A 60-foot pool has underwater speakers, a trampoline room with 20-foot ceilings, a 2,500 square foot gym, and a 2,100 square foot library that houses the $30.8 million Codex Leicester, a Leonardo da Vinci manuscript. But that's only the beginning. Gates owns a $23 million horse ranch in Rancho Santa Fe, a $16 million hideaway in the California desert, and a $13.5 million beachfront home in Florida. He travels via his $40 million Bombardier Global Express jet, a flying office with leather suites and satellite Wi-Fi. On the road, he drives a Porsche 959 Coupe, one of only a few ever made, worth $2 million. And let's not forget the crown jewel, a $645 million hydrogen-powered superyacht. It features a helipad, spa, theater, hospital, and even a mini submarine. Ironically, he never set foot on it. He commissioned it to promote green innovation. Then there's the McDonald's Gold Card, unlimited fast food, for life. Luxury doesn't mean excess, it means precision. For Gates, every indulgence reflects a purpose. When you earn $3 million an hour, every detail becomes part of your legacy. 2025 Bombshells and the Elon Musk war. 2025 wasn't just a headline, it was a bombshell year for Bill Gates. He stunned the world by announcing that the Gates Foundation would wind down operations by 2045. Why? He wants every dollar spent while he's still alive. "I don't want to die rich," he said. "I want to die useful." And then came Elon. When Musk criticized philanthropy as inefficient, Gates responded with fire. Spending on global health saves millions. Space rockets? Not so much. The clash escalated. Gates accused Musk of undermining science and abandoning global responsibilities. The media erupted. Two titans, two visions for humanity. Mars versus Earth, legacy versus innovation. Their rivalry wasn't just about ego, it was about philosophy. Meanwhile, Gates sold his $645 million yacht, a symbol of his shift from luxury to legacy. And for the first time, he confirmed his relationship with Paula Hurd, widow of tech CEO Mark Hurd. No quiet retirement here. Gates was evolving, again, from software king to global fixer, from tycoon to torchbearer. In the war of billionaires, Gates made his choice: solve the world or watch it burn. The $200 billion philanthropy revolution. Bill Gates doesn't just donate, he transforms. Since 2000, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation has spent over $100 billion. That's more than the GDP of 70 countries. The goal? End disease, close inequality gaps, and build a safer planet. The results are staggering. 38 million lives saved. 2.5 billion children vaccinated. Polio is almost gone. Malaria deaths have halved. HIV treatment expanded across Africa. His impact? Global, measurable, and permanent. Biggest checks? $4.1 billion to Gavi for vaccines, $1.3 billion to eradicate polio, $846 million to the Global Fund. He even funds AI models that detect disease outbreaks before they become pandemics. By 2045, Gates plans to spend another $200 billion targeting climate change, agricultural innovation, and AI-powered health systems. He's also influencing how other billionaires give. Warren Buffett, Mark Zuckerberg, and dozens more join the Giving Pledge, inspired by Gates' model. This isn't PR, it's logistics, operations, strategy. He's created a machine for impact, one that may outlive Microsoft itself. Scandals that shocked the tech world. Behind the brilliance lies a darker story. In 2021, Gates faced a wave of controversy. Microsoft's board launched an investigation into a long-past affair with an employee. The relationship was consensual, but inappropriate. Then came another revelation. In 2008, Gates had sent flirtatious emails to a female staffer. HR had to step in. The biggest scandal? His association with Jeffrey Epstein. Despite Epstein's 2008 conviction, Gates met with him multiple times. Melinda Gates later cited those meetings as a key reason for their divorce. Public trust took a hit, but Gates has always been complex. Even in the 1990s, Microsoft was slammed for monopolistic practices. The US government dragged him into one of the biggest antitrust cases in tech history. And there's more. Gates has been arrested 3 times for speeding. Once in a Porsche, of course. Genius? Yes. Philanthropist? Absolutely. But infallible? Far from it. These scandals reveal the man behind the icon, flawed, secretive, and surprisingly human. AI predictions that will terrify you. Bill Gates believes AI is the next industrial revolution, and the most dangerous. By 2035, he predicts AI will replace 90% of today's jobs. Only a few roles, AI engineers, biologists, and energy innovators, will remain human-driven. Teachers, replaced by AI tutors. Doctors, diagnosed by algorithms. CEOs, outperformed by machine-led strategy models. Gates calls it free intelligence, access to expert-level knowledge, 24/7, for everyone. But there's a price. The risks are chilling. Gates warns of AI-enhanced bioterrorism, algorithmic warfare, and systems that make decisions too fast for humans to control. Without regulation, he says, society could spiral. He's working with OpenAI and investing in AI safety startups. He advocates for global AI governance, much like nuclear non-proliferation treaties. For Gates, the stakes are existential. AI will change everything. Either it uplifts billions, or it destabilizes us. The clock is ticking, and Gates, once the world's richest man, is now fighting to make sure the future doesn't destroy the present. From Harvard dropout to tech emperor, from $100 billion scandals to $200 billion philanthropy, Gates built Microsoft, predicted the digital age, and is now shaping our AI future. He could have kept it all, lived quietly, retired rich, but instead, he's giving away everything he has to solve humanity's biggest problems. Bill Gates isn't just a story of success, he's a symbol of evolution, from hacker to hero, from monopolist to humanitarian. And now, as AI rises, he warns us, the world will change faster than we can imagine. Will it be a utopia of leisure or mass unemployment? Gates is betting his fortune on hope. So what do you think? Visionary or dangerous? Hero or warning? Thanks for watching another story of wealth, power, and purpose, only here on Loyal Luxury. If Bill Gates showed us the blueprint of empire building through innovation, wait till you see how legacy and controversy collide in our next story. Tap here to watch the rise of Donald Trump Jr. Subscribe, because luxury isn't just a lifestyle, it's a lens into power.